Hello everybody, welcome to Red Tool House. On our channel we talk about all things homesteading and try to implement some of those things on our rural 100 acres in southern West Virginia. Well, today is the day. It's finally moving day. Our bottle babies, which if you go back to episode 117 from last month, you'll see the video about this. And in that video we discussed our situation there, what we had. We actually had 3 bottle babies at the time, and you can see right now we only have 2. There's a long story behind that, but actually the third one didn't make it. It was killed by our Labrador, of all things. That kind of an issue when I was away at work. The pigs were let out to kind of run around, and they didn't expect the Labrador to take a shot at one of the pigs as the pig got too close to her. So just an unfortunate accident. She bit down on its head a little bit. The pig tried to get it away from her, and it killed it. But we have these 2 very healthy, very muddy pigs. We've had them in this makeshift corral because I'm just not set up to do bottle fed. Didn't want to really mess with it, but these were the pigs that we're giving to the Union Mission, so I wanted to make sure that we got them healthy, got them weaned, so they could be passed on to the mission for their pig operation. But the past couple nights we've had a ton of rain, and this mud has just gotten real bad here. But today's moving day. Today we're going to load them up and we're going to take them to the mission. The only problem is I'm not really set up to haul piglets conventionally. When it's time to take them to market, of course, I get to use my neighbor's livestock trailer. It seems almost foolish to hook up a livestock trailer for 2 small piglets. So we've got some smaller animal cages we're going to try to stuff them in and see if we can get them loaded that way. Now this may be a little comical because they're getting big and they're a little hungry. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, let's see if we can stuff some pigs in some cages here. Come here, piggy, piggy, piggy. Oh, crazy pig. One pig.
Too big for 2 pigs.
One down. Do. You want to go for a ride, piggy? Well, come here. Come on. Come on. Two pigs. Laid back, piggy. Now the real test is how well this little tiny dog cage is going to hold 2 30-pound pigs. Some of y'all may be laughing here because we've got 2 pigs in a dog cage, but we'll lash it down, of course, so they don't take a bad ride. Don't eat my strap. And the cage sticks up a little bit higher than my tonneau cover. I debated whether or not to close the tonneau cover simply to get them in the dark so they would be less stressed. But obviously the temperature of the day, it's not gotten hot yet, but it will get hot quick and we do have about a 40-minute drive to get where we need to go. It's not going to flap it in the wind like that. It'll just freak them out even more. So they'll have to be a little stressed, but at least can enjoy some open air. I turned the cage door toward the tailgate so it will, if for some reason that latch wouldn't hold, then they wouldn't be able to get out of there still. Let's go for a ride. So everything over here to the left belongs to the mission. This road that we're on is actually just a right-of-way access to get to the back of the dump and to some cell towers. But everything this side is Union Mission property. The road has seen better days. There's that's the landfill. That's the part of the landfill that's been completed and capped. We've been talking about possibly grazing livestock on the cap because all that's been sealed. Have to get in some details with the city, but there's a chance we could actually graze some ruminants on that. Since that's totally capped and sealed, we'd have to figure out what we're going to do for water. But Derek was telling me that according to reclamation standards, now this one may be grandfathered to reclamation standards, they're really not supposed to let trees grow up on this because it could breach the cap. Look at all the berries. There's tons and tons of blackberries right through there. But they're not supposed to let trees grow up on it because the tap roots can breach the gap, or the cap, which is kind of the seal of topsoil on top of the dump.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I don't know how.
So he came up here with you?
Yeah.
Derek did?
Yeah. I don't know how people would respond to pastured beef that was raised. What's going on, man?
Not much. I'm gonna lock her down because it's a muddy mess. I got stuck in this yesterday up there.
Did you? Okay, in the van?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we'll lock her down.
I'll walk up in there.
Well, you're more welcome. Drop a tailgate and ride on the back if you want.
All right, man.
Still rolling, Liam? Good. Just keep rolling until I tell you to stop, okay? Just checking. Just checking. We're going to have to get some gravel up here, I believe. Because this will be an absolute nightmare come spring and winter. The trick is not to slide into one of the trees and dent my truck. Alrighty. Alright, piggies.
Do you need your gloves?
Yeah, I'll get them. Where they've been confined, because we've had them just in a tiny little area behind the house, because they were bottle fed up till about 2.5 weeks ago. That you confine them like that, man, they get such a strong odor going.
I'm trying to get somebody up here to knock all these trees they want out of here so I can open this up and get it fenced in if we need it.
Yeah, we've.
I haven't had time to do much of anything.
Jason and Derek, you haven't met Derek yet, but Derek's a consultant when it comes to this type of stuff. So we were up here the other day looking at this, and that's what we're hoping to do next week is come up and mark what we're going to keep and even try to get a team of guys up here volunteer and work with everybody to get as much dropped and depending on the day even be able to bring my tractor up with the I've got a box blade on the back that we use to skid logs so we can skid stuff we want to stuff that we want to keep as logs, pile up brush, all that type of stuff, and be ready to put an expansion in here. Yeah, because this will end up getting destroyed in no time. Maybe, yeah, they have worn it out. They definitely
They've already did a number to it.
Yeah, they definitely do a number on that Greenbrier, don't they? Yep. Look, I will grab these. You don't have to touch them because you get that pig smell on you. Your bride will be upset if you smell like pig crap. So. Cam, I want you to come over here and operate the door for me, buddy, at least. Because I'm going to do this one at a time.
You want me to, hold on, Troy, let me get a pair of gloves for him.
Piggy, piggy, piggy. But yeah, these things are so tame, man. They come right up to you.
We had one of the chaplain's wives come up here.
Just
She
so
tried her hardest to get them to come up to us, so you ain't gonna get them.
Yeah, yeah.
When we took them out of the cage, one of the guys got bit.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah. Yeah, these will bite you, but they're trying to nurse, little suckers, aren't you? You ready?
Yep. You gotta hold that close.
You good, Liam? So hold it closed after I grab the first one. Grab Shorty here. Y'all chill. Not too different size, huh? Figured they'd be a lot smaller. All right, back over here, buddy. All right, sis. There you go.
Oh, they're playing.
I'm sorry?
You have electric around your fence up there, right?
No, mine have not been trained on electric yet.
I know that black one, he's not the hard one.
Yeah, they'll definitely figure it out. As well built as you guys have built this, they're not getting out. Yeah, good. I was worried about mine being just a little bit smaller than James's pigs, but they're about the same size. I think mine's got about 10 pounds on his.
Well, they're more lengthy.
Yeah.
Longer legs.
I know when we got them other ones, we had one, it was real small.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Whee! They're glad to have wide open space. Their paddock was smaller than my truck bed they were in for a couple weeks. We were talking, Robert, at some point you guys may want to just take you two 2x4s. There it is. Two 2x4s and nail them to either side of that trough, and then just put some sort of cover over it just a little bit and we'll keep the rain out of it.
What they were telling me is I make some type of feeder where they stick their head in there and got flap closes.
Yeah.
That's what they're supposed to be getting.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, yeah, if they're going to get a bin feeder, then that'll be a lot better. Yeah, I've got they call them bins or holes. I've got a 4-holer, and it looks like a foot locker. Stands about 2 or 3 feet tall, and then you can just lift the lid, and mine will hold about 250 pounds. So you can dump the feed in all at once. It's got 4 bin lids on it, 2 on one side, 2 on the other, and they can come in and put their head under it, and they learn real quick to lift the lid and eat, and then when they're done, of course, the lid goes back down. So.
Yeah, I really can't wait for them to get it.
Yeah.
I mean, every
You
time
been coming up every day?
I come up here all the time.
Oh, gracious, man. Yeah, that's a drag. Who's ordering it for you?
If I'm not mistaken, it's going to be Gary.
Okay. I'll say, because I'll make a note to talk to Gary on Monday.
Yeah.
Make sure he's ordering the right one, because you can get a Broward, which is the cheap ones. Some assembly required. You'll be there with a ratchet set, about 2 hours putting it all together, but it works really well. I've had the same Broward for about 4 years now, and the thing you got to watch is once they get up to about 100 pounds, the sheet metal and the way that thing's built, they'll just tear it apart. So after 100 pounds, you take it out, store it somewhere, and then you have to go to a different feeder, a larger system.
Let's see, when I built this here, you can actually build a thing over top of it to where they can't jump up in it.
Yeah.
And I was going to do that there, but as small as them pigs was, I want to make sure they was able to get up in there and eat.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I mean, this works fine. Like I say, it just becomes more work for you to come up and deal with it once it's rained and all that. I brought that big IBC tote, that 250-gallon tank.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's had a chance to clean that out yet, but that'd be
Not yet, I haven't.
Yeah. This all falls on you, doesn't it? Yeah. I say, has anybody done this? And it just comes back to you. Yeah, I guess.
That's like the chickens. I got 50 of them up here.
Oh, you got them moved up? Okay.
Ever since the rains hit, I ain't been able to move no more.
No, I'll bet, man. So the pigs are getting accustomed to their near surroundings. Obviously a lot nicer pasture for them to hang out in. This is just a small retention pen that the guys have built first and foremost. The plan is to go that way. The road that we came out, you can see it's a pretty good stretch. There's a lot of woodlot through here. So a ton of greenbrier. Got a lot of good nut producing trees. So we're going to come through here in the next couple weeks and selectively thin this, and then we'll be able to open this up. The plan is to take backbone electric fence right down the left side of the road here, and then on the other side of this rise we'll have some fence. And be able to just open this gate and let them out. We'll still keep the safety paddock here and open it up a little. We've Robert had mentioned a little bit of coyote. Yep, getting used to the fence. Robert mentioned a little bit of coyote pressure we've seen up here, but nothing in to injure the pigs yet because they've done such a good job building the electric fence around the outside, but we know at some point that's going to be an issue. So we want those pigs to get a little bit bigger, be able to fend for themselves a little better. One of the clearings we have on top of the ridge here, and so this is just an old food plot that they had planted years ago just for some of the guys in the organization to be able to hunt. But obviously we're going to take advantage of this and get some animals on here, probably run chickens through it first, and get some topsoil built up, maybe some pigs as well, just rotate them through. But you can see we've got a lot of forest area to work with. Over 250 acres up here. Some of it gets pretty steep, but it does have some good land. There's probably 20 or 30 acres of nice, what I consider flat for West Virginia, but usable land that you could drive a tractor on or do that type of stuff. Well, we got our bottle babies transported over to Union Mission set up without any issues. And as I was afraid, both Kelly and I had become attached to those piglets more than I usually am, since we had bottle fed them since day one. So it was a little bittersweet, but we're excited to donate to that organization, really excited with what they do. Now you may be wondering, why did I block out Robert's face? Did he not want to be on camera? Is he a criminal or anything like that? No, Robert is a really good guy. He's in the program. It's an addiction recovery program, and we just want to protect their privacy. So we just want to respect those guys' privacy. This is not something you want to necessarily broadcast to the world, that you're in a facility, you're going through an addiction recovery program. He's going to spend almost a year in this program, not only dealing with walking away from a drug addiction, but also getting training on how to live his life, both physically, financially, and spiritually. So it's really a neat setup there, and thumbs up to Robert. In fact, the day that we dropped those pigs off, that afternoon, Robert was getting married. Girlfriend of 12 years, getting married. He was super excited about it. So it was really cool to talk to him about that a little bit off camera. So as you saw in some of that footage, we've got big plans for Union Mission. We really want to build this sustainable agricultural process that not only is just a couple animals here and there, but something that could really support their program and a lot of the needy people in central West Virginia. There's a lot of need. There's a lot of need everywhere, but we have a lot of need specifically in West Virginia due to the drug epidemic, due to lost wages, due to our coal industry going away. So if you're interested at all, I know a lot of you who watch this aren't necessarily in our West Virginia area, and I appreciate everybody that watches from all over the world. But if you would be interested in helping Union Mission in their sustainable agricultural program, I'm going to leave a link down in the video description where you can go, A, find some more information about it, but B, if you feel so inclined, donate. Even if you donate $5 to this mission, you can designate it to the agricultural program, and that'll go to buying equipment, buying fencing, buying gas and fuel so we can get some of the land cleared. It'll go to everything I showed you up there. So if you feel so inclined, feel free to give. Again, no pressure there. Really appreciate you guys watching the videos and having an interest in what we've got going on here in West Virginia. Well, I hope you liked this video. Give us a thumbs up if you did. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't. Remember, we do a new video 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern times when we upload. And check out our website, redtoolhouse.com. All right, take care, everybody.